Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Silent Senior 09, and this is Let's Play Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. Even though this has probably been uploaded in the morning, I'm going to say good evening because it's nighttime here. Hey, CHUCHU. Bye, CHUCHU. Nope, not going to fight you. What I am going to do, however, is I'm going to drink the last of Grandma's soup, or I think it's called elixir soup. Gulp. Yeah, that's the smile I'm looking for. He smiles every time he drinks that. And I think if he drinks potion, he ends up his eyes scrunch up and he's like, bleh, that was nasty. It was like taking cough syrup medicine. Assuming, of course, if Link would dislike the taste. Look what I got, world! It's Granny's elixir soup. It's healthy soup that our grandmother made. Replenishes all life, energy, and in case you forgot... Oh, and magic power too. In case you forgot, it also doubles our attack power until we take damage. Cool. And she gave us 2 helpings. Isn't that just the sweetest? I must agree. You and your sister love my soup, don't you, my dear? If you run out, you just come back and see me anytime. I can make it for you whenever you like. Now that's service! Oh no. It's one of the best things about having parents and grandparents who love to cook. I know some people probably don't know what that's like, and it's okay if you don't. You know, I kind of grew up in, well, I don't want to say southern, but I grew up in the south part of the United States, Florida, even though a lot of people seem to comment and say that it feels more like a northern state, because a lot of people from the north come down here for vacations. Not sure why, because usually people that come here end up complaining about either the people or the weather, both of which I can understand because there's a lot of people down here and the weather's just freaky. Anyway, there are 2 ways bleh. Think your words, boy. We want to get up here. There are 2 ways to get up here. There you go. I knew I could do it. You can either climb all the way up there where that bridge is out, use the Deku Leaf and the wind direction put into your favorable direction, float on over here, or you can just use the hook shot if you happen to have it. I'm just making mention of that now in case you're doing this before you do the Wind and Earth Temple. I would not recommend doing this before the Earth Temple, not because you need the power bracelets, although you don't necessarily need to do the Earth Temple before that, but there is a piece of heart along the way we can pick up while we're here. So down we go. Down we hoe. No. We're not hoeing, we're not gardening, man. You don't need the hoe. We're not paying the hoe to... Anyway, we're not going to continue that sentence. We're going to go ahead and grab fairies. I would normally check to see if we needed any, and I just checked here, but... Actually, I'm coming here because I want to... see... Boomerang? Maybe? And arrows. Yeah, that's a good setup. Anyway, let's read what this says. The Savage Labyrinth. Deep in the never-ending darkness, the way to the golden shard you seek awaits. Yep, that's right. The Triforce chart is down below, and the reason they call this Savage Labyrinth, well, we gotta go through kind of a gauntlet of monsters. First floor here has a bunch of KEESE in it. I don't know how many there are, please don't ask me to verify. I'm probably sure that future stuff is already put on screen somewhere, and I'm talking about it too late. But, yes, each time we defeat a floor of enemies, the ring of fire that surrounds the hole to the next floor will diminish, and we'll basically have the option... Well, actually, I think the only option is we have to continue going down until we get to a rest area. And that will become relevant in a little bit. But for now, MINIBLINs! Come here, my lovelies! You need to die, yes. Any more? Oh yeah, there's one more. At least one more, anyway. Because otherwise that would have gone down by now. Oh, there you are. Let's try to sneak up on me with your little pitchfork. Actually, it's more like a little eating utensil fork, because a pitchfork is... when I picture it, I picture something you use to pick up hay, even though I've never actually done something like that. Oh yeah, ow! Well, I was going to say, I recommend not taking a hit, but it's a little late for that for now. The other thing I wanted to mention, and this is kind of the main reason why I said don't take hits if you can help it, you may notice the enemies will not be dropping any items. No hearts, no rupees, nothing. Zip zada, zip zippity zabada, blah! You will absolutely have to be certain. Yeah, sure, that's what we Sean Connery? No. Well, I don't know. I know I'm not Sean Connery. Oh my gosh, boy. You need to make sure that you use the supplies you were given here, and also make sure you come here prepared because you will not be able to restock freely. You can use the grappling hook, and I think occasionally you can swipe a heart or two from the enemies, but I think for the most part, they made it pretty strict. I think you will only get, like, the whatever drop item the enemies generally drop, like joy pendants or chew jelly, skull necklaces, etc. So, if you're not a skilled fighter, at least make sure you come down here with plenty of fairies and... yeah, plenty of fairies. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Come on. Nope. Also, make sure you make use of the reaction commands. I'm not saying you have to absolutely use that method, because I know some people probably consider that to be cheap, because it's like, oh, well, you're not actually fighting, you're just waiting for buttons on screen to pop up and tell you, hey, do this. I don't know, I think that's kind of a skill, maybe. You know, because it requires some timing and some finesse, and not so much button mashing, you know, where you're like constantly pushing the B button like I just did there, and cutting the air for a little bit. Go away. Yeah. Actually, don't go away. Come to me, my little pretty. You'll soon be ugly. What a pity. So that was some KEESE and some MINIBLINs. What's next? Is it going to be a bunch of BOKOBLINs? Nope. More fire key. Well, actually, first time we've seen fire keys in the dungeon. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Okay, we're not on fire anymore. Ah! Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. There you go. Okay. I've actually never been on fire before, so I don't know if... I want to assume that, yes, that does work, because when you think about it, you're kind of, when you're moving around and try to pattern out the fire, because, like, I've put out a campfire before, and that kind of works, like, the same way. But, like, having been lit on fire before, which, I'm sorry if anybody has, especially if you have any burn marks to prove it. Cringing, my skin's crawling just thinking about it, because I imagine that's not a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't know if, like, how effective stop, dropping, and rolling is, because I remember how, especially when we got into middle school and high school, and we had those, like, science labs, we had to learn how to do safety procedures, like, if you get any chemicals that will burn your eye sockets out, make sure you know how to use the squirt bottle, or the squirt mechanism of this fountain here. And if you get any chemicals on your clothes that can otherwise burn away your skin and everything else in between, here's a shower in the back. Please don't be shy to turn it on and step underneath it. But yeah, I've never actually seen that, nor do I really desire to be honest. I don't want anybody to light themselves on fire, or have somebody light them on fire, or have an experiment go kaboom and light them on fire, because I think I mentioned this a long time ago, but I've actually experienced what a second-degree burn feels like. It hurts like hell. Just let it say. Anyway, so this is a rift stop area. Thankfully, nobody's lighting us on fire here. Man, I'm so sadistic talking about being lit on fire. If you wish to leave this place for whatever reason, you can, at the rest stop, usually return via the light, little sparklies here, and it will take you outside of the hole. Be wary though, because as soon as you do that, if you want to continue the journey, you will have to start from the very beginning. Ooh, lovely. Got a bunch of forest creatures here. This should be fun. I don't know how long this is going to take, but hopefully it won't take a redonkulous amount of time. I'd like this not to be a ridiculously long video, but thankfully, excuse me, I figure I'll go ahead and kill the suspense now. We are only going to be taking care of this labyrinth challenge altogether. Yes, we are going after the piece of heart, for those who are wondering. And hopefully I don't do what I did last time when I was recording this, which I'm going to stop talking about that, but I figure I'd go ahead and mention it because it was kind of funny. And part of me wishes that was one of the reasons why I wished that I hadn't screwed up the audio when I did. Because I think I got to like floor 30-something or 40-something, and I accidentally had Link step into the light in one of the rest areas, and then I had to go back all the way through, and I was so mad. Like, I think I was like, "Wah!" I did my what scream, and I did the what could be equivalent to saying the Slim Kirby, "You've gotta be kidding me!" kind of shriek, you know. Well, not a shriek, but it was about the equivalence of that. A cross between that and Chugga Conroy's, like, freakouts that he does sometimes. It was quite epic, I have to say. And it was one of those unplanned, accidental happenings that there's just no way, unless I purposely go and do it and try to fake a scream, which I'm not going to do, thank you very much. Because I don't want to have to do this labyrinth any more than I have to. As much fun as it is killing everything, it's not worth faking faking a bit of a comedy act. But yeah, that happened in the failed recording, which I know some of you are like, what? Failed recording? Because you're just now probably tuning into this video here, because you're like, Labyrinth thingy, Triforce chart, help, now. How do I fight enemies from floors 41 to 51 or whatever? Yeah, I guess I should probably mention, this Labyrinth, it has 51 floors, and I want to say, if I'm counting right, you have 10 floors of enemies to fight, and 1 floor of rest, so a total of 11 floors, or maybe I'm wrong, and it's really just 9 floors, and you guys need to stop trying to pinch my nose, okay? I know I got a cute nose, and I know you all want to make like my Aunt Gerda. I actually don't have an Aunt Gerda, that was just the first name that came to my mind. But don't be trying to pinch Link's nose, just saying. It's not nice. It's not polite. Yes. Speaking of which, I gave myself another reason to reference the failed recording. Ugh. I still haven't even mentioned it. Yes, I actually originally did have all this stuff done, the 8 Triforce shards, and a few extra side quest stuff done, but you guys know me, my stupid self. I for some reason, I could screw up the easiest challenges, such as making sure I record with the proper setup, and I just didn't for some reason. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was this? I said, oh, there was a point. Hold on. Don't leave me. Ah, the thought train left, guys. Sorry. I completely just spaced out what I was gonna say. Must not have been that important. Will you stop cutting air and cut the BOKOBLIN? Seriously. Seriously, he's making all kinds of noise and he's not even cutting any enemy there. He's like, He's like panicking. I'm like, dude, calm down. You'll get the enemy. You just have to actually slice the enemy instead of cutting air. You know, because if you don't cut them, they're gonna cut you. It's like that whole Flowey thing, kill or be killed, if you will. I gotta stop making references to that. I mean, I say I gotta stop, and yet I continue, and I make it sound like it's a bad thing or a blasphemous thing to do, but I know some people are probably annoyed whenever somebody references a series that's been hyped all the heck out, admittedly. I will admit, you could not go for a long time. I mean, it's died down since then, but you could not for a while go anywhere on the internet, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, without somebody making an Undertale joke of some sort. Before you even knew what it was, you know, that they were doing. Hey guys! This would normally be really hard if I was fighting you the normal way, but since I'm not going to fight you the normal way, which I don't know really how you would classify a normal way, I'm just going to go ahead and freeze you and just, you know, be done with you. Or as Vexen says, I shall freeze you! I think that's what he says. At least in the remake version of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I always thought that RE: meant remake, so I was like, remake of Rechain the Memories, or actually I think I called the title Kingdom Hearts Rechain the Memories, which, I don't know. I guess you could say that sounds good, but technically it would be incorrect because it's supposed to be just simply a remake of the Kingdom Hearts game Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance, which I know a lot of people criticize because they're like, ugh, yuck. Hey! Oh, I guess sword didn't taste so good. Nope, guess it didn't. Alright, let me go ahead and get the ice arrows, freeze you. That Z button likes to stick, I'm telling you. Actually, you know what it is? I have to be patient, because when it comes to firing fire arrows or ice arrows, I've noticed, you kind of have to give yourself about a 3 or 4 second time gap before you can fire another arrow, which makes sense, because, I mean, hey, not only does it eat up magic to use one of those, but if you think about it, Link probably has to attach, like, a clump of flaming coal or a chunk of the coldest ice at the end of the arrow each time you do that, so, I mean, and that's no easy task, at least as far as I know. I don't know, I've never tried to shoot an arrow. That'd be something kind of cool to try and do. You know, go to like an archery range and have somebody show me how to shoot an arrow. Like, I imagine, I kind of understand the mechanics based on what I've seen, but seeing something and then actually doing it, you know, besides just using movies as your reference point to base how you're supposed to do something, like, oh yeah, I got it, and then you try to go do something. Try to go to do something that you saw in the movies or on a TV show, and it's like, huh, The movies aren't quite so accurate. This is a lot harder than it seems. Ooh. And we are just wrecking all kinds of butt here, man. Look at all these enemies. They're just getting destroyed and crumpled. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, what the heck are all these enemies doing down here? Did Gendorf, like, forget to tell me that he left a playground here? Or am I just, you know, bad at... Oh! Oh! Oh, my... Oh! Oh! Okay, stop. You already know that those are all yellow CHUCHU. Quick tip whenever you're dealing with these, and keep this in mind for a later floor. Use the skull hammer before you get electrocuted. Let's back away a little bit. Use the skull hammer, as I was about to say. It will cause them to all be dizzy. Although they will only be dizzy for a short time, so... yeah. Oh, hey! You jerk. You found a way to dodge that, didn't you? That was rather sneaky of you. Well, it's not that hard, really. If you've ever played Super Mario Bros. 3 and you had to deal with those Koopa not Koopa... Are they... No, Koopa Troopas or Koopa Troopas? Bowser's kids, or... Actually, I don't even know if they were... I don't think it's confirmed that they were Bowser's children. I want to say they are, because I think of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. But if you've played Super Mario Bros. 3 and you've had to fight one of those Bowser bosses, I guess you could say, or Koopas, if you will, that stomps the ground, and each time... Why am I not locked on him? Oh. Well, you know, actually, let's try this. Yeah, I didn't even have to lock on. Yeah, that's some prodigy. A real protege. Ooh. Ooh, what the heck, body? Stop it. If you're gonna burp like this. Actually, that wasn't any better. Excuse me. Ooh, a DARKNUT. Bring it on! I'm gonna fight you. Ha! Oops. Well, I kind of cut the other guy. Ha! Yeah, knock your helmet off. Take that, dummy. You get out of here. You're annoying me. You're also annoying me. Get out of here. The crap at my style, kid. Beat it. Boomerang. Ah, nope. No sword for you. No sword for you. Hoya! I'm enjoying that now because later on it's going to get even uglier. Trust me. And I'm not talking about the monsters getting more grotesque, although there's a few floors I can think of where that's really undesirable. No! And let's flame you. I like how I put a lot of emphasis on the FL sound. Flame you. Ooh. Okay. Oh wow, did I get... Oh my gosh, I got all three of them in one shot. Let's see if I can do that with the sword attack here. Yay! Oh, okay, well that wasn't so epic. I got hit. It would have been epic if I didn't take the hit, but no, I just kind of ruined it. You ruined the epic moment, man! Why can't you dodge? Zelda 102, lesson number 2. You gotta dodge the enemies you hit. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I already know what I want to do. There's a skull there, that's a bubble, so I'm gonna fire an arrow at you. Stop stuttering over your F's, boy. Okay, now we go ahead and focus on the ARMOS Knights. And we do want to be careful in this room because it's kind of dangerous with all these bombs sitting around out here, which isn't so bad because, hey, endless supply of bombs, so we don't have to worry about using our own bombs. Although, admittedly, it's a lot faster if we do that. Alrighty. And I gotta wait for an eternity for these guys to explode. I swear their death animation is just ridiculous. Or redonkulous, as I usually say. I think I've already commented about it. I remember back in the wind tip I was talking about, like, I don't know why they have to spin around like that, because I was getting real adamant about how obnoxious that was. Like, that's so dumb. Like, I don't know any creature that does that. Like, is that supposed to help them? Because I don't think it is. Oh wow, I just blocked his sword with my sword attack. Huh. Cool. That doesn't normally happen. Oh, okay, wow. I was gonna say the other guy was about to get me. Wow, really? That never happens. I usually have to, like, take a few hits to the face. Take a sword to the face, if you will, kind of as revenge for giving swords to the face to other monsters. I don't know about you, but that was pretty cruel of me. I should probably stop doing that. Lighting enemies on fire with a fire arrow. That's so cruel. And here I'm laughing, geez, I must be sadistic or something. Or something. What is the other something? Okay, this room I would highly advise, be careful. Okay, so what's the real one floors? Well, when I say be careful, I don't mean like, oh, boss is gonna jump down and fight you in the face, or bite you in the face. No, this isn't like Ocarina of Time Deku Tree, where you're gonna have a Queen Goma come down from the ceiling. No. What I mean to say is be careful when you come in this room and you get the treasure chart. First up, we gotta do the usual. Wind's Requiem. Link, play the song passionately. Oh man, I just realized the platform lights up. After 6 times, actually no, this is like the, what, 4th time? No, 5th time, because the 5th treasure, Triforce chart, I keep mixing up treasure and Triforce apparently. 5th one was from the gunship. Look what I got, world! It is the 6th purple chart. We still cannot read these, so we're just gonna have to keep holding on to them.